Today, I will discuss to you about the novel of F. Scott Fitzgerald, entitled Tender is the Night. For the summary, um, Tender is the Night tells the story of Dick Diver. He is a talented psychiatrist, and his wife, Nicole Diver. So Nicole Diver is a wealthy woman who is recovering from illness. They live a glamorous life in the French Riviera and admired by many people. So as the story develops, their marriage begins to fall apart because he slowly loses his ambitions and becomes more dependent on alcohol. So, and meanwhile, Nicole becomes stronger and more independent as her conditions improves. So, the arrival of Rosemary Hoyt. So, Rosemary Hoyt is a young actress which is attracted to Dick, and she is the one who creates a further tension throughout the novel. So by the end of the novel, Dick fades into obscurity while Nicole moves forward with her life. Now, let's talk about the analysis. So the novel explores themes of love, identity, sacrifice, wealth, and mental health. So the author Fitzgerald uses the relationship between Dick and Nicole to show how devotion and dependence can affect a person's life. So one important theme of the novel is the loss of identity. When the time Dick begins as a successful and respected doctor, but his constant sacrifices eventually lead to his downfall. And also, Fitzgerald suggests that people can lose themselves when they neglect their own needs. And also, another major theme is wealth and privilege. Although divers enjoy a luxurious life, money cannot solve their emotional struggles. And also, Fitzgerald represents wealth as both attractive and harmful, because as we all know that Dick is a successful psychiatrist, but even though he have the everything, he can buy everything that he wants, but the money cannot do anything to lessen the emotional struggle that he faced. And also the novel also focuses on mental illness and recovery. So as we all know, Nicole grows stronger throughout the story while Dick becomes weaker. So this contrast shows that healing the person and personal growth are often complex processes. And now, the last but not the least theme of the novel, so the setting of French Riviera. It symbolizes beauty and success, but beneath the glamour are loneliness and disappointment. So it means that even though the French Riviera shows beauty and success, But despite the beauty that you can see, there is a struggle or problem that the character encountered. And this kind of featural lyrical writing style adds deep to these themes. And now let's go down to the reflection. So upon reading the novel Tender is the Night by Scott Fitzgerald, Tender is the Night shows how fragile happiness can be. And also the novel teaches me that love alone is not enough to sustain a relationship. It must have the willingness and the actions that you need to show to your partner. And also the novel makes me realize that we need to take care of ourselves to maintain our identity and to maintain our well-being. So in the novel, Dick's decline is tragic because he wastes his talent and potential, and Nichols' recovery, on the other hand, reminds us readers that healing and personal growth are possible no matter what struggles do you face. You can still help yourself to grow. And the most important lesson that I learned from the novel is that the importance of balance. So I know caring for others is valuable, but we individuals should not neglect their own well-being. And also the novel encourages empathy towards those individuals who's dealing with mental health challenges. It helps us to it reminds us that no matter what problem that we will deal, or any kind of mental health that we face, that's the novel help us to realize that in order to conquer the problem is to stay strong and have faith in yourself. So upon reading the novel, so I found some lines that I really like too. So the first line is that the night had made a sharp difference in weather. So it talks about the overnight the weather changed noticeably and become different from before. So it just likes us people. If we're not in a good mood, so we change our actions or emotions. And the next line is, actually that's my secret, I've never been interested in anything but myself. So this lines admits that um, they um, admits that they are self-centered and most care mostly about themselves. So it's all about loving yourself in a short way. And the next line is, I thought you were rather beautiful. So in this line, it shows that how the person is being attractive or lovely. So this lines shows um, Fitzgerald poetic writing style and his understanding to human emotions. So this novel is very connected to our emotions as an individual. So to conclude everything, um, Thunder is the Night is a powerful novel about love, loss, sacrifice, and self-discovery. So through the rise and fall of Deep Diver and the the growth of Nicole Diver, the author Fitzgerald explores important themes that remain relevant today. And also the novel reminds readers about the importance of our identity and resilience and personal well-being. And that's all for my discussions about the novel of F. Scott Fitzgerald, entitled Tender is the Night. I hope that today, and thank you for listening.